I used to believe silence was the safest place in a marriage. Now I know it can be the most dangerous. It began on an ordinary evening. No arguments, no tension, just my husband sitting across from me, smiling at his phone in a way that had nothing to do with me. I noticed because I knew his smiles. I had memorized them over 8 years of marriage. This one was different, private, protected. That was the moment something entered our home without permission. People always said we were the perfect couple, stable, mature, unshakable. We were the example at family gatherings, the proof that love could survive ambition. I played my role well. I remembered dates, hosted dinners, adjusted my life around his schedule. And he was reliable, predictable, kind. Predictability feels safe until you realize it's just routine pretending to be loyalty. The changes came quietly. He started showering the moment he got home. His phone stayed face down. Work hours grew longer, but he never looked tired. And then there was the scent. Not mine. Subtle, but persistent. I didn't accuse him. Accusations warn liars. I chose patience instead. One night, while he slept, he said her name, softly, like it mattered. That was the night my marriage ended. He just didn't know it yet. Her name was Nana. I learned it not by searching, but by watching. I learned her age, her job, her ambition. She worked with him, younger, unmarried, confident. The story was predictable. What wasn't predictable was the effort he put into her. He remembered her coffee order. He skipped meetings for her. He once skipped anniversaries for me. That's when I understood something painful but freeing. This wasn't confusion. This was choice. I cried for weeks, quietly, alone, until one day the tears simply stopped. In their place came clarity, and clarity changes everything. I didn't confront him. I rebuilt myself. I took courses, reconnected with people I had pushed aside. I became independent, not out of revenge, but out of preparation. He noticed the change, of course. Men always do when control begins to slip. He said I seemed different. I agreed. I made it easy for him. I stopped questioning, stopped reacting. Calm creates carelessness. He grew bold. He even introduced her once as a colleague. She smiled at me like she had already won. I smiled back because she didn't realize she wasn't my enemy. She was my evidence. I documented everything he handed me freely. Emails, expenses, lies wrapped as professional decisions. I wasn't collecting memories. I was collecting truth, because truth, when placed correctly, is devastating. One evening, he finally sat me down and said he was confused, that he needed time. I listened. I nodded. Time was exactly what I needed too. I filed for divorce quietly, but I didn't send the papers. Instead, I sent something else, anonymous, factual, undeniable, to the company that trusted him. 2 weeks later, he lost everything he thought made him powerful. She disappeared immediately. Loyalty built on secrecy never survives exposure. He came home smaller than I had ever seen him. Not angry, not proud, just hollow. He said he never meant to hurt me. I believed him. Intention doesn't erase damage. I placed the divorce papers in front of him without raising my voice. No arguments, no scenes. Just an ending he could not negotiate. People think revenge is loud, emotional, violent. It isn't. Revenge is silent, precise, patient. I didn't destroy him. I simply stopped protecting his lies. And when I did, I finally heard my own voice again. That was the real victory.